Bhagavan to Arjuna. Let me again do those verses. Krishna says, Ihaikastham jagat kritsnam pasyadya sacharacharam mama dehe gudakesha yacchanyaddrashtumichhasi. Means, O Arjuna, see at once, now in this body of mine, the whole universe completely in this one place, all the moving and the unmoving, and see everything else you desire to see also in me. The next one, Na tu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pasya me yogamaishwaram. This means, but you cannot see me with your own physical eyes. Let me give you the divine eye. Behold my divine power and opulence. So let us see what? Here is a wonderful phenomenon. Now Krishna gives Arjuna the power to see what is happening in the whole universe, not only in the present, but in the past and the future also. See, understand, even though Arjuna was a real friend and close to Krishna, he was a very intelligent and wise man, but neither the deep friendship nor his intelligence or wisdom could give Arjuna any idea of the real nature, the true nature of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna had so many facets. There are so many forms and manifestations of different energies that humans have not even heard of. Please understand, Sri Krishna in his infinite compassion and love for Arjuna shows him all these wonderful forms. Darshan. Seeing the divine form is possible. Here again are three questions. That are the essence of the whole series. What are these questions? Can the divine form be seen? What is the qualification to see the divine form? What really happens when you see the divine form? I tell you, categorically, it is possible to see the divine form. There are many enlightened masters who have experienced this consciousness. Let me give you an instance from Swamiji's life. Swamiji Nityananda's life. Understand, after 9 long years of penance, Swamiji was completely frustrated at one point. He wondered if he was wasting his whole life reading books, following what the earlier masters said, and applying them in his life. He wondered, was there really something called enlightenment? Or was it a waste of his whole life? Oh God, just imagine if Swamiji wondered this. What will happen to us? Oh God. There's nothing wrong if we have doubts, isn't it? At one point, Swamiji started having fear that he had wasted the very essence of his life, his youth, by pouring all of it into tapas or penance. He wondered, was it really worth the sacrifice? All of a sudden, at one point in time, he felt himself going into deep depression. Actually, he later realized that this was not depression, it was a desperate situation. A deep personal quest and an urge to do or to die. Now I know that one needs to reach this stage before one can realize the truth. Please understand. One has to reach this stage to realize the truth. Do or die, that's it. That determination, that persistence. Whatever had to be done as spiritual penance, Swamiji did it. And he had not left even an inch untried. For example, at one point in time, he created a wall of fire, 6 feet in diameter, sat inside it and chanted continuously so that he would not fall asleep. God. In this way, he had tried hundreds of techniques to the best of his ability. Since nothing was still happening to him, he concluded that there was either no such thing as enlightenment or it was something he could not achieve. He concluded this. And Swamiji strongly began to think that enlightenment was simply something that some people were cheating humanity with for their own ego fulfillment. Oh God. Huh? He began to doubt and lose faith in the whole system. The photo of Sri Ramakrishna, understand guys, Sri Ramakrishna is a great incarnation. And Swamiji is very much in love with him. So Swamiji is saying, the photo of Sri Ramakrishna, who had all along been his inspiration, the photo which he used to worship every day, he threw away in disgust, depression, and anger. And with such force that the glass frame of that photo broke. At that time, Swamiji was in Omkareshwar, in a forest in Madhya Pradesh, in India, on the banks of the holy river Narmada. Swamiji had his rosary, with which he used to say his prayers, with which he used to do his penance for hours together. It was his constant companion and something to which he had given utmost respect, almost like his lifeline, understand? In his anger and depression, he threw that Rudraksha, sacred energy beads, that rosary, into the river Narmada and cast the mantra out of his mind. Oh my God. Imagine Swamiji doing all this. He decided no more meditation. No more spirituality. Enough is enough. I had enough of the game. I had enough of the game being played by the so-called enlightened masters. He simply threw everything away, dropped everything. He then walked into the river Narmada with his eyes closed. The river was at least 60 feet deep at that point. He just kept walking with his eyes closed. Fear gripped him, but he continued. When he opened his eyes, he was on the opposite bank of the river. How come? Understand this. River was 60 feet deep, 60. Swamiji closed his eye. He doesn't know swimming. Swamiji closed his eyes. He was walking. At a certain point, fear gripped him, but he continued without opening his eyes. By the time he opened his eyes, he was on the other side of the bank of the river. Oh my God. What a miracle. Till date, Swamiji says that he has no idea what happened. He says he has no idea whether there were rocks all along the path, where he walked on the river, or whether he floated, or whether the river parted. He doesn't have an idea. But he did not have the resolve to walk back through the river again. That much he knows. He didn't walk back again. Because he didn't know. Was there all rocks along the way? Or he floated, or the river parted, like how it parted. Remember, River Yamuna parted when Vasudeva was taking Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa. He was whisking away Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa from the demon king Kṛṣṇa to protect Sri Kṛṣṇa, the little baby. He was taking Kṛṣṇa away to the other side of the bank. Please understand, the river Yamuna just parted and gave way. Same way, this must have happened, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking. Swamiji says he has no idea till date what happened. Swamiji, he had to walk to the nearest bridge many miles away to return to the point where he started from. Understand, the seventh day after this incident, Swamiji joined the masters in their game. The experience of enlightenment and cosmic consciousness simply happened to him. It never left him thereafter. Understand? Swamiji had enlightenment at the age of 11 and a half itself. But I think 3 days he was there in that experience. But later he became normal. But this experience, I think it happened when he was 21 or 23. January 1st, 2000, I think this happened, this experience. So after this experience happened, it never left him. That enlightenment never left him. So to answer this question of Arjuna, can superconsciousness, can this conscious sovereignty be experienced? Can the divine be experienced? Arjuna is asking. The definitive answer is yes, because our Swamiji experienced. Sri Ramakrishna experienced, Sri Ramana Maharishi experienced, Sri Satya Sai Bhagavan experienced. All of them experienced, isn't it? As a person, Swamiji was like a person like us. Swamiji says, as a person who was just like you, I tell you, out of courtesy, the simple truth. Yes, honestly, it can be experienced. Divine can be experienced. This is the solid truth. A promise from Swamiji that this can be experienced. The Paramashivatva in us, it can be experienced. Please understand. Swamiji has no vested interest in convincing us of this ideology. All he has is a simple courtesy, like informing a friend of the traffic situation in a particular place and guiding him through a different route. That's all. Swamiji says it is definitely possible to experience this truth, this cosmic form in our lives. Never think that this is not for me. This is for everybody. However, unless you are sure of the possibility of having this beautiful, intense experience, listening to all this is a waste of time. If you think this is one more story, do not waste your time here. The first thing that you need to know is that it is possible. Only then what Sri Kṛṣṇa says will work on our being. It will be really happy if you go out after experiencing this cosmic form. At least go out with a glimpse of it. If these words of Kṛṣṇa are to work on you, you must first be convinced of the possibility of it happening to you and know that these are not just words. Let me tell you openly and directly from Swamiji's experience, it is possible. These words of Sri Kṛṣṇa are not mere words. And hey, a superhero. Hey, everybody watches this Superman movie, right? This English movies, Superman. He flies in the sky. We all think it is just a creation. Yes, it is a creation from their side. But actually, Sri Kṛṣṇa is Superman. Superhero. They're really existing. So why will a Superman just utter mere words? They are not mere scriptural words. These words are techniques that go deep inside you and work on you with amazing results. All that you need is complete trust in the Master, that whatever he says, whatever are coming from my mouth are his words, and these will happen. I promise you it will. All you need to do, just sit in a session and forget yourself. Forget everything around you. Your commitments, your phone calls, your emails which you are supposed to return, your work, your husband, your everything. Just forget. Just sit this 1 hour in front and just gaze like this and hear. Over. Sri Kṛṣṇa is already working inside you. Nothing else. Hey, isn't it? In modern day, penance became so easy. Actually, in this modern day, penance is supposed to be difficult. because we are so caught up in outer world. But look at it. Incarnations are landing, updating everything and making it easier and easier ever. It's become so user-friendly, isn't it? Enlightenment. Spiritual growth. It became so user-friendly. Like how Apple iPhone updates, same way. Beautiful, guys. As much as possible, please switch on your videos so that healing can happen. It doesn't matter if you're sitting on the bed. It doesn't matter if you're sitting with your pajamas. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in any form. If you're not looking nice. Hey, everybody who are sitting here, you are beautiful beings. We don't need any makeup. Okay? We are beautiful. That's why we are hearing all this. So don't worry. Switch on your video, whether you're in night dress or whether your hair is all over the place, it doesn't matter. Just sit, feel comfortable. It's like a casual, like how your friends having a sleepover in your house. We casually sleep on the bed and we'll keep chatting, right? That's how this is. The next question of Arjuna. Who can see the divine form? Now, this is a question in every seeker's mind, isn't it? Next, what is the qualification we are supposed to have? Basically, by giving this experience to Arjuna, Sri Kṛṣṇa proves that there is no need for any qualification because Arjuna himself has no qualification. Yesterday, Swamiji was telling in the satsang, remember? Live satsang, yesterday night. If we think because of our meditation techniques, because of our penance, we are achieving Paramashiva, we are totally in delusion. Swamiji said, Paramashiva is there inside us. We are Paramashiva already. Just our blockage, the distance between we as Paramashiva and we as our identity is only delusion, nothing else. That's the only curtain between us and us. Understand? Between me and my original me, the only distance is my delusion. I'm already Paramashiva. Swamiji said. Exactly, Sri Kṛṣṇa is saying the same thing. You don't need any qualification. Arjuna did not have any qualification. I'm sure Arjuna must have had 2 or 3 wives. Subhadra is one, Draupadi is one, there's one more girl. 3 or 4 wives. Fully enjoying all riches of the kingdom. In war field, killing people. Come on. Arjuna neither took the responsibility nor understood fully the teachings of Kṛṣṇa. If he understand, what is understanding? The moment you understand something, you will become that at that moment. Am I right? If really Arjuna understood all these Kṛṣṇa's teachings, there is no need for Sri Kṛṣṇa to give Vishwarupa Darshan. Then and there Arjuna would have become enlightened. But Arjuna neither took the responsibility nor understood fully the teachings of Sri Krishna. He was simply fortunate to be in the presence of Sri Krishna. He had sense to choose Sri Krishna. That's all. Likewise, Swamiji says, you too are fortunate to be here and not caught in some traffic jam. Understand? All of us are fortunate to be here on the screen. Whoever hearing in the social media platforms, we are all fortunate to be here instead of being in some TV show or caught up in some Facebook messages. Isn't it? So we are also fortunate to be here and hearing this. There are thousands of possibilities for us to be elsewhere. So many options are available to us. But out of all of them, here some people sitting here 2 a.m., midnight, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., getting up middle of the night and sitting for this class. You could be easily sleeping and snoring away, isn't it? But out of all the possibilities, you chose to be here. This is the only qualification required, nothing else. In fact, I should say, we are the Arjunas who missed Sri Krishna in an earlier form. That's why our Swamiji, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is here again for us. We are here now, listening or reading, not by any mere accident or divine coincidence. We are here now for a reason. So, that is qualification enough. We should make sure that we do not miss Sri Krishna again this time. We were Arjunas last time, but we missed Sri Krishna. That's why Sri Krishna landed again now. So we should make sure that we are not missing him again. All these people who listens to all these abusers and scandals, hey, wake up. Don't miss Sri Krishna now. You think every time this is the only work Sri Krishna has? All the time landing again and again for you and for me. I'm sure many people are listening. Not devotees, apart from devotees. Don't think this is the only work Krishna has. My Swamiji is Sri Krishna. You better wake up and learn. By coming here every day, your unconscious mind has already accepted whatever is being said here. If you don't know my Swamiji, at least come and experience here what his disciple is saying. Then you will know what is my Swamiji's. If this had not happened, you would not return here the following day. Please understand, any person, other than devotees, I'm talking to the other people. If you are here again listening to this wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have returned today if your unconscious mind, if it did not already accept whatever is being said here. You would not be listening to or reading this chapter or series or anything. Once one person told Swamiji that when he woke up every day for these few days, when he was attending a workshop of Swamiji, he found himself waiting for 4:30 in the evening, 5:30 in the evening, so that he could attend the Gita discourse. In those days, Swamiji gave the Gita discourse for a few days. It was, I think, 5:30 in the evening. That person was telling him, after attending for a few days, I found myself waiting every day for 5:30 to come. Even if you are waiting, it means that all these words have already entered your being. So have the trust that you are ready for this experience. Actually, I was waiting. Yesterday, our session was over. I thought, when tomorrow will come? When we'll discuss all this again? I was literally waiting. Today, whole day, even today also, whole day I was sick, whole night. But today I didn't forget about the class. I was waiting. Actually. And I'm really waiting for tomorrow. Tomorrow, first time ever, we are going to do Sri Guru Gita. First time I'm ever going to do it. Till now, I never even read Guru Gita, even once. So tomorrow is the first time we are going to do Guru Gita. God, I'm very excited. And Sri Guru Gita was my fantasy all the time. I asked Swamiji, please give commentary on Sri Guru Gita. Because Guru Gita is one thing, I tell you, forever it will be in the history. Nobody can comment so well. Please. He's like, you do Guru Gita for people. I will talk through you. He gave a direct instruction. I'll talk through you. You teach Guru Gita for people. I was like, oh my God, how will I do? He's like, I'll do it through you. Call everybody for Sri Guru Gita class. You create the class. Call everybody for this class. I will teach people through you. This was a direct instruction, which was given with his own words, not through somebody, not through any mediator. God, I'm waiting. I don't know. Let us see what will happen. Next 3 days, we are going to have Guru Gita. Again, from Monday, we'll have Bhagavad Gita, like that. 3 days this, 3 days that. See, if we are here, that means we already trust that we are ready for this experience. One of the problems is that even if we are qualified, we do not have the trust or belief that we are qualified. That's the problem. You know why this is? Because society and religious preachers have blamed us continuously for many things and created a kind of guilt and self-doubt in us. Hare, understand. Because we are so incomplete for our own children, we are teaching wrong things, unconscious things. We want best for them. But still we are teaching unconscious things because we are unconscious, ignorant. If not, children are born like a pure material, isn't it? But how come they're turning with so many patterns and all? Because we didn't realize that we are Paramashiva yet. Whatever society taught us, we are teaching the same thing to them. Guilt, self-doubt is created inside us. Because of this, we have lost faith and confidence in ourselves. Please understand, guys, Arjuna, in the time zone when he was born, 6,000 years back, condition of the society was not as bad as now, isn't it? That time it was quite pure. Everybody used to have powers. Even the most bad person used to have powers. Manifestation of powers. Everything was their lifestyle. And Sri Kṛṣṇa was so close to him. Still Arjuna had self-doubt. Imagine ourselves with what kind of ambience and society we are living with. How much self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred we will have. Because of this, we have lost faith and confidence in ourselves. Now, after having listened for all these days, all this Gita, since 2-3 years, people are listening to me, isn't it? Swamiji's words. You are still being here is proof that your unconscious mind has accepted and enriched by these ideas. Your conscious mind may struggle with the question of why you are here. But the fact that you are here shows that unconsciously you have allowed enriching yourself and begun enjoying these ideas. Please understand, allowing the master to enrich you is the best way of enriching yourself. For all the translators, am I too fast?
A little.
Okay. I'll become a little slow. In that flow, I just keep talking without pausing. It's too much energy. You are fortunate to fall in tune with the great thought of Sri Krishna. After understanding the verse, we will enter into a meditation to have at least a glimpse of what the cosmic Sri Krishna gave Arjuna. Please understand, Arjuna had no qualification to receive what he got from Sri Krishna, Vasudeva. When he could give it to Arjuna, why not to us? Govinda, Madhava will give us too. These are the names of Sri Krishna. Don't wonder who is Madhava and Govinda. First, we acknowledge the possibility of having the experience. We have all understood now that it is possible to have it, isn't it? Yes, ma. Gail, healing. Just understand, right now, healing is happening. For Betty Lou also. Gail and Betty Lou, healing blessings. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Shivoham. Let healing happen to everybody who are there on the screen, whoever needs healing in all angles. Vasant also. Let healing happen, everyone. Please understand, first we should acknowledge the possibility of having the experience. We have all understood that it is possible to have it. Next, the qualification. We have all understood that simply by being here, we are qualified for the experience. Somebody once asked Bhagavan, Sri Ramana Maharishi, enlightened master from India, Tiruvannamalai. Somebody asked, what was the qualification for enlightenment, Bhagavan Ramana? Bhagavan replied that merely being alive, simply existing, is the only qualification required. So we are existing, we are alive, isn't it? At the most, the only qualification can be said to be openness. Don't come with biased mind. Don't come with the colored glasses. Just be open and let things happen as they are happening. If you do not have openness, one more thing I'll tell. If you did not have openness, you will not even be here every day. So you already have it. We never allow the belief that we have the qualification to enter into our being. I tell you, drop everything. We are qualified by our very presence here. We are qualified. First, we cognizing that it is possible to have divine presence, divine experience, experiencing the divine. First, cognizing that is important. It is possible. Second, we are qualified. We don't need any other qualification. Just by sitting here with openness, we are qualified. First, cognizing these two are very, 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 very important for any seeker. Why we spoke about it for so much, for 3 days? Because cognition is the only thing which is going to manifest as reality for anybody. Your belief system. That is why truth will be only one line. Truth is only one. But all this 1 hour talking is to make us cognize that we are Paramashiva. We can experience it and we are qualified. Only to make us cognize this. So much teachings. If not so many teachings is not necessary. Just one line is enough, na? Truth is only one line. But unfortunately, we don't receive that one line. To ripen us, to make us conducive to receive the truth. So much, so many years of teachings, so many years of techniques, just to prepare us. So, these two things we understood very well in these 3 classes, right? That we are qualified and it is possible to experience our Paramashivatva, our divine form. Now, we will speak about the divine eye, Divya Chakshu. And next, what happens when we have the experience itself? We will discuss about that next week on Monday. Before that, I want to give you share with you one experience, guys. It's very important. The other day, 5 days back, I was sitting. See, understand, we didn't get permission to do these sessions for a long time, right? Very rarely some people are getting. So I was waiting still for the legal consent form and all that. So we didn't have it. Actually, I'm supposed to consult a lawyer and get it, but I did not do. Out of the blue, this came, this permission, without even me making an effort. How it happened, I will tell you. Not even 5 days back, I think around 10 days back. I was sitting early morning in Brahma Muhurta time. I was just half conscious. In this half conscious, I'm having a conversation with Swamiji inside. I had a vision. Swamiji was sitting there on the dais, and I was sitting on one more dais and singing, performing in front of Swamiji. And I started sharing about my gurus, my acharyas who taught me the music. So I was sharing all this in front of Swamiji. Then I started saying, these are the names of my gurus. And I started saying, we cannot repay any guru. Then slowly, please understand, I started uttering all this in my sleep loud. Because that cognition happened so deeply, that experience. See, we can never repay with anything to our master. Any form, whether you give crores, whether you do anything, you cannot repay a master. This is my personal experience. 1%, if any person wants to show gratitude, the only thing what we can do, possibility, is whatever the master teaches, that teaching, what you experience, sharing with others, caring for that life, and pulling them up. That is the only keeping the master's teachings alive. That is the only way maybe anybody can repay 1% of what a guru does to us. 1%. Then I realized in my sleep, it is not just showing gratitude, it is actually our dharma. Any person, whatever skill they have, whatever best experience, highest experience they have in their life, sharing that with others and making sure that the other person is also lifting with that knowledge. That is not repaying also. That is our natural dharma. That's it. It is not a favor. Please understand, me sitting here and talking all this, these teachings, it's not a favor to you. I am not enriching you. Whatever experience I have, whatever I've learned, sharing this is my dharma. That's it. There's no any other way of living. Please understand. If we are not sharing our knowledge, our best experience, our knowledge to others' life, We are equal to Brahma Rakshasas. Understand? That is why I realized this experientially 10 days back. When I always knew it as a knowledge, but I realized it, experienced it. Then I got up from my bed. I was like, nothing. We can never repay. It is my dharma. It is dharma to share, to enrich. That's the only way of living. I experienced it. So please understand, guys. It's very important. Whatever healing you are experiencing, whatever miracles you are experiencing, whatever energy you are experiencing, whatever knowledge you are experiencing sitting here, it is your dharma to pass it on to whomever you know. It's your bare minimum responsibility to share with others' life and make sure others are also benefiting out of it. It's not a favor which you are going to do for others or for Swamiji. It is your dharma. Please understand. That is the only way. See, when we do that only, whatever we experience also becomes a benefit to us in our life. If something we learned should benefit us, we should give that benefit to others. Only then it will really benefit us in our life. You're understanding what I'm saying? See, one of my teacher, when I was learning music, okay, I was a performing artist. Then one day my teacher said, teach me one song. Teach me one song whichever song you learned from some other teacher, teach me that. I was like, he's literally like a father for music. Me teaching him? I didn't understand. I taught him. And he felt so damn happy. Then he told me, anything you learn, you gain knowledge, you are only 25%. When you execute, you are only 50%. When you execute it in your life, you are only a 50%. When you teach others and enrich, you are 75%. But when the other person really gets enriched and shows gratitude to you, you are 100%. That is when what you learned really benefited you. He told me that. And I came to USA. He died. Then I came to USA. I stayed there for 7 years. That 7 years, I must have taught at least 200 people music. I taught for 7 years. I had my own school. That is when I realized, oh God, why he asked me to teach. He took a promise from me before dying. Promise me that you will teach people. I didn't understand. After teaching, I understood, oh my God. Only when you enrich others, it will become a real experience in you. It will become a real merit, punya in you. It will really clear your karmas. That's why I request everybody, okay, pass it on, share with others. When you share, see, you are learning something, you are executing in your life, you are 50%. When you enrich other people, you will become 75%. But after you enrich, when they really come and learn, you will become 100%. Don't take this as a casual session. Make it an experience in you. Manifest all your desires as realities in your life. That will happen only when we take care of people, when we enrich people. Understand? Okay, I'll end it here. I wanted to share my I wanted to share. After I had this experience, within 3 days, the permission came for sessions. When I decided, hey, enriching is my dharma. That's it. Suddenly, this permission came out of the blue without even me, my effort to gain these consent forms and all. That's it. Immediately, within 2 days, I advertised for you guys. I just posted, and you are here for the session. All this manifested. Just one decision of mine manifested this out of the blue. Understanding that much miraculous your integrated decision will make. Decide you are going to enrich people and make them listen to all these classes. You will see how it's going to get manifestation in your life. Thank you, everybody. I wanted to share my miracle which happened to me. That's why I shared all this. So now I'll end this session now here. Series 11 session is going to resume on next Monday. Tomorrow, same time, same link. We have Sri Guru Gita. Everybody, please don't miss. Whether people attend this Gita or not, at least bring your friends and family, everybody for Sri Guru Gita. It's an ultimate experiential enlightenment which Swamiji gives. So tomorrow, let us gather here for Sri Guru Gita. Okay? Om Shanti 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 Sarvam Sadguru Padarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Next, we have unclutched meditation session. Anybody who wants to continue, please continue in this same room. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Recording stopped.
Nityanandam, let's start the meditation session, enriching session with Sadguru Vandanam. Om Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusam Tattvamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Please initiate us into unclenching as a meditation technique. In a relaxed way, you can sit in the chair or on the floor. Be comfortable. That's all. Anything is okay. Be comfortable. Sit in a relaxed way. Close your eyes. And any thought in inner space, decide you are not going to support the thought. You are not going to destroy the thought. You are not going to create the thought. You are not going to create a new thought. without creating, maintaining, destroying. See, understand? When you don't do the job of Brahma, Vishnu, Rudra, you become Parabrahma. When you don't do the job of creation, maintenance, and destruction, you become one with existence. Now, just sit, a relaxed way, close your eyes, and clutch from every thought. Don't miss a single thought in your inner space. Don't be unconscious. Unclutch from every thought. When God rises in you, just decide, I'm not going to support it, encourage it. I'll just unclutch from it. I'll just distance myself from it. It's a simple will. Clutch is enough. The thought loses power over you. After a few seconds, again, some other thought may come. Unclutch from that thought also. Slowly, 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 after a few minutes, the thought unclutching, nothing else will be there. Unclutch from that thought also. Unclutch, even from the technique of unclutching. When you unclutch honestly, authentically, automatically your Kundalini energy, your Kundalini is awakened, and your body may levitate. Whatever happens, let it happen. Unclutch from everything. Just be unclutched. Somebody is initiating all of us into unclutching. Unclutching happens in all of us. Don't miss even one thought in your inner space. Unclutch from every single thought and every single act. Do not create or maintain or destroy a thought. Just be unclutched.